If I give you 2 minutes, can you find the value of s? This shape is known as a compound shape. And why is it a compound shape? Because two shapes are joined together to form this diagram. And if you notice, we have two shapes here. One that's two rectangles. This is the first one. Let's call it rectangle A. And this is the second one. Let's call it rectangle B. So the combination of these two rectangles gives us the area, meaning that the area of these two rectangles is 24 millimeters squared. So we are asked to find the value of s. This shows that if we find the area of this rectangle A and add it to the area of this rectangle B, we'll be able to get this 24 millimeters squared. Now, how will we use this information to find the value of s? Let me show you how to do that. Remember that for you to find the area of a rectangle, that you need to multiply the two sides. That's the length and width. So to find the area of the rectangle A, we have this side multiply this side, that is the length multiplies the width, whereby we have s to multiply. Remember, this is an expression, so it has to be in a bracket. Multiply 2s plus 6. If it multiply, we now distribute this s inside this bracket. Now our area of a rectangle to be equals to s multiplied to s will give us 2s squared plus s multiplied 6 will give us 6s. Next, we find the area of rectangle B, and when we do that, we have area of rectangle B to be equals to, the length here is 7, which multiply s, and if it multiplies, we have 7x. And we are told that the total area for this compound shape is 24 millimeters. So if we add the area of rectangle A and the area of rectangle B, it will give us 24 millimeters squared. So let's add. Therefore, we have area of A plus B to be equals to, area of A is 2s squared plus 6s plus the area of B, and area of B is 7s. And remember that the total area for A and B is equals to 24. That is what the question gave to us. So what do we do at this point? If you followed me to this point, that means you enjoy what I'm doing. Kindly click the subscription button, click the notification bell, like and follow. Always tune in to watch our videos, because we always drop amazing videos almost every day. Now, if you look at this carefully, you will notice that it is leading to a quadratic equation, because the highest power of s here is 2, and these are all x. That's the 6 and 7, they have s. So it is leading to a quadratic equation. And if you work it out, we are going to have 2s squared plus 6s adds to 7s will give us 13s. Now, remember that this 24 is a positive 24, and it is at the left hand side. And if it moves into the right hand side, it will become a negative 24. So we have a negative 24 here, which is equals to 0. At this point, you can use any method of quadratic equation to solve this, but I'm going to show you how to use the formula method of quadratic equation. Let's do it together. To use the formula, we have it that s is equals to negative b plus or minus root b squared, we subtract 4ac, and all is divided by 2a. This is the quadratic equation formula. Now, what should you do? We have to get the values of a, which is here and here, also the values of b, and then the value of c. Remember the general formula of quadratic equation, which says a squared plus bs plus c, which is equals to 0. It is from this equation that we are able to derive this general formula of quadratic equation. Now, remember that the value of a is always the coefficient of s squared, and the s squared here is this, and the coefficient is 2. Therefore, our a is equals to 2. The value of b is always the coefficient of s, and the coefficient of s here is 13. That means the value of our b is 13. This c is always the constant, that is the number that does not have any letter, which is equals to negative 24. We will now input the values of a, b, c in this general formula, and if we do that, we have our s to be equals to, b is 13. That means we have negative 13 plus or minus square root of b is 13. We have 13 squared. That's according to our formula, which subtract 13 squared subtract multiply a c 2a, which is 2 multiply our a is 2. So if we solve out, we have our s to be equals to negative 13 plus or minus square root of 13 squared gives us 169. We subtract 2 multiplies 24 gives us 48. So we have into 48, which is divided by 2 multiplies 2 gives us 4. So the next thing we have to be equals to negative 13 plus or minus root 169. When negative 4 multiplies negative 48, we have positive 192, which is divided by 4. Therefore, our s is equals to negative 13 plus or minus root 361, which is divided by 4. Our s will now be equals to negative 13 plus or minus root 361 is 19, all divided by 4. So to find the first s value, that's s1, we now have negative 13. Let's add first plus 19. We divide by 4 to give us 6 over 4, which is equals to, that's if 2 goes here we have 3, if 2 goes here we have 2, which is equals to 3 over 2. So our s, that's our first s value, is 3 over 2. Let's find our second s value, that's s2 will now be negative 13 subtract 19. We divide by 4, and if we solve, we have it to be equals to negative 32, and when divided by 4 will cancel out, we have 8, that's negative 8. Therefore, the value of our second s is 8. So now from this our result, we'll be able to deduce that s1 is equals to 3 over 2, while s2 is equals to negative 8. Remember that the s we are looking for is the side of the rectangle. Now, do you think that the side will be a negative value? No. Therefore, we are going to accept s to be equals to 3 over 2. I hope you learned something, and don't forget to tell us how much you learned. Remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, click the subscription button so that you'll be able to be alerted whenever we drop a new video. Thank you.